I'm gonna put you on the internet.
Why?
Because
Hi.
On the camera right now because
you don't like the way you look?
Fuck no, dude. My hair looks ridiculous. I'm in the middle of something, okay?
Welcome to our first video.
Yay.
Yay.
I specifically told him I didn't want to be on the internet today.
Yep. Filming without consent. No.
I'm going to sue you.
No, she consents. Say you consent.
Lawsuit.
Why put solar panels on your house? Do you know why?
Because the world needs more solar power to cut out the coal-fired plants and the nuclear power plants that ruin our whole world when they explode. So it's cheaper because the power companies they're a racket. Monopolies.
Do you just want to do the video for me?
I've heard you do your pitch enough.
Yeah. Yeah, so just to start off, I should preface that my point of view isn't perfectly biased because I am a solar consultant for residential projects. So where I'm coming from, my knowledge of the industry comes from there. So keep that in mind as you watch this video. Essentially, we gotta think about where you live now. You probably weren't able to pick the power company. In most of the United States, you don't get a choice on what power company you use. And that's a real problem. Think of Monopoly. And not that cute like Monopoly guy, you know, with the little monocle, but like John D. Rockefeller type Monopoly. So
He actually donated a lot of his money back.
John D. Rockefeller did?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. He was still super rich. But yeah.
But you know, overall, it's a decent thing to do.
Yeah, it is.
If
Well,
I get rich and then give my money back.
Well, since you're such an expert on monopolies, tell us why a monopoly might not be a good thing.
Because it eliminates competition from the marketplace and makes it so that you can charge whatever you want.
If you want electricity in the old school way, you got to buy it from only one place. And then, what's to keep them from charging whatever they want? We live in a capitalist society, so, you know, it's all about making as much money as possible. Every day residential solar power is available, you have an opportunity to get out of that monopoly, right? So instead of buying power, or more like renting power, you can now own your own means of production and become your own utility company. Sounds pretty good, right?
That's awful exciting.
Look, she can't contain her excitement. So now you have the opportunity, instead of just giving your money away to the power company, you can now own your own little power company that's on your roof.
Harnessing the sun's power to power your microwave, cook your Hot Pocket.
You go ahead and get a hold of some type of a construction company that has experience working with solar panels, and you tell them you want solar panels. They create a design, hopefully based on the actual sun that hits your roof and not just on a guess. And they lay out the panels, they figure out how much those panels will produce on your roof, and then they tell you this will offset all the power you need. You can just run everything off of this, or maybe you might have to buy half and half from the power company. It depends on how big your roof is and how big your power bill is, but that's going to vary from person to person, specific situations, which I'm not going to get into in this video. But yeah, and they go ahead and install them, and then you're essentially just swapping out your utility bill for the financing on your solar. And if you're working with a good company, hopefully it's no more than what you currently pay, and you're just trading it out.
That sounds great.
That was the fakest thing I've ever heard.
It does though, it does sound great, it does, for real, legit. Like, how does the solar panel take the sun's electricity and turn it into your electricity?
So solar panels, more scientifically named photovoltaic cells, they take the photons from the sun and they convert that into direct current electricity, and then that is further converted by what is called an inverter. So an inverter takes direct current electricity and turns it into 110 volt alternating current electricity.
That's awesome.
Being fake again. Long story short here is there's a couple of components that are required to make solar panels work for our house, but there's not many, and pretty much no moving parts. That means that solar panels last a really long time. They're warranted usually from the manufacturer, and it depends on what manufacturer your equipment comes from. They're usually warranted for about 25 years for all that equipment. Now remember how we said the utility company is a monopoly? Well, they raise their rate every year, and it depends on where you live, right? Now where I live, it went up 7% just a couple months ago. If they were to raise their rate by 7% every year, it would mean that everybody's electric bill will double over 10 years. Now, I don't know of too many people that get 100% raise in just 10 years. So your electric bill is on track to increase in price much faster than you're gonna increase in income. Now, when you go solar, whether you decide to buy your panels, which is what I suggest, or even if you decide to lease your panels, which some people do, that's not quite as beneficial. But no matter which option you choose, you're locking in your price for the life of the contract. Or if you buy the panels instead of leasing them, you lock in your price for the life of the system. Keeps harassing that thing. It's coming back. It's like, I'm tired of that dog's antics. Oh. So that's all I have for this video, but in my next video, I'm gonna get into more specifics. I'm gonna talk about things like the different kinds of solar systems that exist, talk about the different ways that people buy them, and if there's any questions on this video, if you leave them in the comments, I'll try to hit those in the next video as well. Thank everybody for watching, and please subscribe for more.
Give us your address, we'll send you cards.
Don't give us your address, unless, you know, you want me to get solar panels put on your house, but that's a different thing. All right, I'll see everybody in the next one.